our studio in Newport Beach, California. Welcome to another edition of the Chab Dog Sports Talk Radio Show. Sometimes scattered, but always edgy. We're an authentic take on sports talk. Rated R. Chab Dog brings you Eric, the well-read, Frank, the tank, Brian from Sports Rock, and special guests. We're here to talk sports. We're here to rant and vent. We're here to take it up another notch. Now here's your host, Chab Dog.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Chab Dog Sports Talk. We're on each Sunday from 9 to 11 a.m. Pacific Time. Brought to you by Chab Dog Sports Blog for your head of your sports headlines and biting sports commentary, and by Chabner Law, serving Southern California's transactional and business legal needs and estate planning. We've got a great show for you today. It's the first show of October, and got a lot of football to talk about, a lot of college football, pro football, NBA finals, and Major League Baseball. So lots going on, plus all the other things happening in this world. Nice to see you, Eric. How are you doing?
Hey, Chab Dog.
Here with
Fantastic.
my co-host, Eric Sauve, in our Newport Beach studios, which are no longer... was pretty darn foggy this morning, wasn't it?
It's dawn this morning. When I was up, it was completely shrouded in mist here.
Yeah,
but you can still see the mist on the window screens.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But that can change very quickly.
Oh,
and it's already changed.
Sunny, it's burned off, and we'll probably have
going to have a
beautiful day.
nice
Sunny,
hot,
low 80s,
mm-hmm.
Great beach day here.
Yeah.
Bring your board and your gal. Cooler full of. Did you ever drink that White Claw I gave you?
Not yet. No, it's still buried
chilling,
in the front seat of my car. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Mr. Might as well.
I don't drink a lot. You know that.
It doesn't. Don't worry. There's not a lot in there. I think it's 1% or something.
What's it going to do to me? Is it a really strong drink?
Not particularly.
Not particularly. Is it?
Take it with LSD, and the two will even themselves out. Yeah. Just drop a tab.
Okay. I'll have to do that when I have a free week.
Uh-huh.
And I'm a
month.
little depressed about my Steelers not getting to play this Sunday. That's too bad.
It really cuts into their momentum, because that was a definite W there against.
Yeah, I don't know about that. They've lost a lot of games in Tennessee.
Yeah, not this year. I mean, really, it's. Do you think Tennessee would have beat them? Come on.
Well, Tennessee's still got a good defense, don't they?
Oh yeah, but they don't. They've so far in the first 3 weeks, Tennessee's not been able to put everything together.
But what their record is, are they undefeated too?
No, they've lost at least.
Who did they lose to?
Well,
I know they beat Minnesota last week by in a squeaker.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've just won kind of messy. Their wins have not been beautiful, but they've been getting it done.
Really? Yeah, that's funny. I have the impression that they've been losing. That they might be. I thought they were 1-3.
No.
But they lost.
No, I mean they were a good team last year, as you remember.
Okay, so Titans beat the Broncos in week 1.
See,
okay,
that was probably kind of a messy game.
Yeah,
and then week 2, who did they beat?
They beat. Oh, they squeaked out the Jaguars 33-30.
See, yeah.
Jeez, I spoke too soon. Who's their quarterback?
They have Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Ryan Trashy Hill.
Yeah, Trashy Hill. So how are they going 3-0? That's then they beat Minnesota by 1.
Because he's been playing better. He's turned into a pretty acceptable, better than I think slightly better average quarterback. Hey, Frank.
Frank Fleming joining us from Jersey.
Come on down. You're next on Chab Dog Sports Talk.
Well, yesterday, that performance by A&M was the most embarrassing performance by for the Aggies since the camp summer in that's a little whorehouse in Texas.
Yeah, it was pretty absurd.
What is he saying?
The A&M fans in the game and how they...
Well, I missed that. Tell me what happened.
I said the performance yesterday by Texas A&M, the most embarrassing performance by Texas A&M's dance number in a little house in Texas.
Dance number, you're in the submarine today, Tank.
You cut in and out there, but he was talking about the A&M.
Damn it, I hate this place!
Rats
Yeah,
eating through the phone cord
That's when
again.
you think it's getting better.
You know, these 8 people are going back on the fucking landline! That's what he makes your cell service stop!
Didn't mean to set you off like that.
Yeah.
I really can't I can't understand most of what you said, so don't worry. I didn't see a lot of the A&M game, but they're playing Alabama in Alabama, so I wouldn't expect much.
Callback. I don't understand. I can't hear me.
Yes, we hear you.
So yeah,
What did you call my phone up like a statue of fucking liberty?
he's not mad at us, is he?
No, he's talking about Yoda.
Okay. Well, I think he was talking about the A&M game. Yeah.
I think he's talking about his parlay. Oh, he's going to call back.
Yeah, he's going to call back.
All right.
But Alabama won big over A&M. Yesterday it was a typical...
Oh, it wasn't even. They covered and everything. I mean, it was a 17.5-point spread, and they did that shit in the first half.
Yeah, and they're still upset they're giving up some points, but...
Oh, they're still scoring right now, aren't they?
You can't beat people 52-0. You got to let them score something.
Well, no, they did let them score, I don't know, 17, 21 points.
They scored 20 points.
Yeah, that's fine.
My son watched some of the game on his computer, and he said he was kind of laughing at Texas A&M.
But was he impressed with
He
Alabama?
doesn't know what to... I think he's just heard how good they are, and he just kind of expects it.
Yep, Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. And that's what I'm saying. Roll Tide.
And do you know what Auburn's known for?
Mac Jones. Roll Mac Jones.
What's Auburn known for?
Auburn is known for Cam Newton.
Swimming.
Swimming. They have good swimmers.
Roll Tide. Well, that's from the Roll Tide piece that I put.
Oh, I think they do have good swimmers there for some reason.
Why do they say War Eagle when their mascot is a... What is their mascot?
I didn't get the reference in there to Brandon Chicken. Did you remember that? You remember that? What was that all about?
I remember there were... It makes sense. I forget who Brandon Chicken is, but yeah, that actually is a real person. But I forget how it goes.
Yeah.
I'll take further Googling that I'm not that much of a fan to do.
Well, Auburn didn't look too good against Georgia.
No, but
Georgia.
That's Georgia. I mean, they would have to have been, a top 5 team. Georgia's a top 5
Georgia
team.
seems like they're the second best team in the SEC.
Yeah, Auburn's a top 10 team. Georgia's a top 5 team. That's the difference there. And Georgia was on its game and no home field advantage anywhere, unfortunately. That's really a game changer, especially in the NFL and in places like New Orleans and Seattle and other cities where the noise made a huge difference in terms of your play calling. Yeah,
I like to see the statistics on that, and has this affected the home field advantage so much? Like, what percentage of the road teams are winning now compared to last year?
Mm-hmm. I think those. I don't have those stats handy, but I'd just speculate that they'll be measurable right now. There should be enough data.
Yeah, because right now, I just when you're picking the games, usually you were giving 3 points to the home team as an advantage, but I don't know if you do that anymore.
Well, keep in mind Vegas is seeing the same thing, so they're going to be making adjustments as well.
So it's kind of it's built into the spreads without telling us.
Well, I think it's worth questioning right now because remember they're a handicapper.
All I know is I feel like I'm doing a little better this year, and just in terms of even saying who's going to win the games, and I think it's because the home field advantage has been somewhat neutralized.
Yes.
So it's easier to you can just pick the games with less there's the interference in terms of how much does that home field advantage make of a difference. So
Well, waiting for Tank to call back
Yeah.
in. You heard what happened. Speaking of Cam Newton, you heard what happened to Cam Newton.
That's right. He's gone for this.
So why did they
this game.
postpone the entire game when one player?
I don't understand.
Yeah, they should be playing today.
They're saying that they were going to have the game on Monday or Tuesday, I think.
And that's still up in the air, and they're still talking about that.
Why would you have the game on Monday or Tuesday if you're not going to have it on Sunday?
Yeah.
Unless they haven't tested everybody and they're going to
okay, that's what I figured.
They're going to gain a lot of information.
Maybe
today.
they want to get 2 days of clear tests, and then
I could see why they want to make sure they're not putting a lot of sick people on the field.
If it's just Cam Newton, then that's fine. Now when did he come in contact with the president? Was he at that rally for the new judge?
Was he in the Rose Garden?
Yeah. Something's up there.
I don't know what he was doing. And
so who's the backup in New England then? Jeez. Brian Hoyer? I'm not kidding. I think it's Brian Hoyer.
Brian Hoyer or Steny Hoyer. We're not sure which one.
Yeah. I mean, and they're playing KC, so what does it matter if you're going to why wait to get beaten? They're not going to win. Without Cam Newton,
might as well
they don't have a chance.
Go and face the music.
When the line came down before the news, the Patriots were a 10.5-point dog.
Before the news?
Before the news.
Wow, that's a lot of points.
Yeah. So now
the Patriots will be like 16 points.
They'll be probably in the 20s, maybe a 21-point dog.
No, that's
okay. 17.5.
That's really obscene.
Yeah.
But yeah, KC's going to definitely lay it on them.
And it won't be a short week anymore. KC played on Monday night. This was a short week, but now if they're going to play Monday, Tuesday, they get all that rest back and more prep time.
I mean, it is a hardship to play on Tuesday. Frank says. Hello, you're on Chab Dog Sports Talk.
Hello?
Okay.
Oh, much better.
Yeah, you sound fine now. Much better, Frank. Nice to hear from you. How are you? Tentatively
So
okay.
fucking aggravated.
Mm-hmm.
As I was saying, the way Texas A&M played yesterday is the most embarrassing performance since the A&M dance number in Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch that much of the game. I just saw the score. I saw what Mac Jones had a great game. And
Alabama just
they must have lost a little interest towards the end and let A&M score some points.
No, it's the other way around.
Yeah,
A&M lost interest. Their defense lost interest in proper tackling, proper coverage.
I mean, there's just not going to be a lot of competition for Alabama except for Georgia and Florida and Tennessee. The Tennessee game might be a little challenging.
Auburn are put up a fight.
Don't you think?
Auburn did a fucking egg yesterday.
Yeah, Auburn was just that offense looks kind of dead to me. I've never been a big fan of their quarterback. What's his name? Nix?
Bo Nix.
Yeah, he's
a lot better.
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix. He's very up and down.
I like
but I'm getting excited for the return of Big Ten football. That's coming up. Is that next week?
2 weeks away.
2 weeks away?
This month.
There's 3. Okay.
They're
really making us wait for that. And
what happens if you're the Pac-12 and you have a news conference and nobody listens? Do you still have a season?
That does happen.
It did happen on Saturday morning. They had a news conference announcing their schedule,
it's like
nobody heard it.
Just go away. We don't need you. Maybe you can let USC play some games.
The only thing good about the Pac-12 is that midnight game to play on Saturday. Well, not midnight for you guys, but
no
midnight for us on the East Coast here.
But the late game on the East Coast, yeah.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, the game that kicks off like 11 o'clock on Saturday night.
Yep.
And doesn't until like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Sometimes, especially if there's
I don't even. Their games
only
going
thing
on
the Pac-12 is useful for.
Pac-12, yeah. I remember that living on the East Coast, or when I spent time back there. during football season. Yeah, it is nice. It's a nice thing to have late football if you want.
Is that it's on ESPN2, like the 11 o'clock on Saturday night. It's the only thing that the Pac-12 is useful for.
Yep. You're often seeing Arizona State play, but sometimes it's a good game.
Occasionally.
I remember what was the crazy game last year? It was like Arizona State against Oregon, or who was it? Who were they playing? The game, it was like nobody. There was no defense played whatsoever. The final score was in the 60s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it's known for. You can get these really high offense, high octane games going between Oregon State and Arizona State or somebody like that. Or Washington State, the Cougars. Yeah, the Cougars are always good for, they'll just get up and have a great offense one day.
Yeah.
Because that's a drinking college. That's one thing. Yeah, the Cougars are known for high alcohol consumption.
In Arizona State last year, it was just like an insane game. It was like the final score was like they got the ball back and forth. Everyone would score. The final score was like 63-56.
Wow. So, Tank, do you know Charlie Hager, the pitcher?
You mean the deceased pitcher?
Yeah, unfortunately, rest in peace.
I don't remember him.
Yeah, he's 37 years old. I think he might have pitched for the Dodgers for a minute or two, and for the Arizona.
Yeah, they did. I saw his. He pitched for like the Padres, Dodgers, and a couple other teams. Really, probably one of these middle relief pitchers that only came up like a couple of times, and he's got like a career ERA of 6.45.
Okay. So
not good.
That's worth a murder-suicide right there.
Yeah, that's why he wasn't a happy camper.
So, Tank, tell us about the Harambe hole. You had quite an adventure around the Harambe hole yesterday.
Well, I actually had a good Harambe hole.
Yeah, that's an adventure. What happened?
I got a hole in one.
Yes. Hey, Champ Dog?
You got a hole in one where?
On the Harambe hole.
What is that? Is that a miniature golf?
Yeah, he's like he shoots all 18 holes.
It's a miniature golf with a giant gorilla blocking the hole.
Yep.
Oh. So how do you get around the gorilla?
You just got to put the ball on the right path, otherwise you'll hit his paw.
Yeah, you went ricochet.
His arm, his hand.
You got to get the right ricochet.
Oh, well, did you get a big prize for that or anything?
Well,
you just get to say that you got a hole in one on that hole.
Yeah, the hole in one on the Harambe, which is one of the more challenging shots on that course.
Oh, well, I guess, Eric, you saw the video or something?
Oh, yeah.
That's how you know what it's called?
Oh, yeah, I've seen Tank play the Harambe hole several times. It's the first time he's got a hole in one.
It's the mini golf is near the zoo. They have like this safari thing.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a fun course. I wish I could play it sometime.
Is it in Jersey or New York? Is it in Jersey or New York?
It's in New Jersey.
Okay.
West Orange.
Mm-hmm. So you play this course a lot?
Yes.
Yes. Oh.
So, Tank, tell us about how your parlay collapsed yesterday. Please.
Auburn.
Auburn
went.
Oh no! You took Auburn.
You only got one pick right in that fucking parlay.
I know, because Oklahoma went sideways on you, too. Only Bama, the obvious choice, worked for you.
I saw Oklahoma. They look like dog shit, man.
Well, they pulled it out at the very end, but jeez.
Did they win that game?
By 3, didn't they?
Wait, they were losing. They lost.
Oh, they lost, right?
They lost in Iowa. They lost in Iowa State at Ames for the first time since 1960.
Whoa. Well, of course.
Can you believe that? It's been that long?
That's a long time. That's older than me.
They've been beating up Iowa State for a lot of years, but no more. I was not impressed at all with Oklahoma. Their defense looked pretty weak.
And Auburn had perhaps the most disappointing performance.
Yeah, just no offense. That can happen.
I mean, I'm not expecting them to win, but I expected that to be closer than a touchdown game. I expected that to be a tough game.
They haven't done well historically against Georgia, have they? I think they've been getting the worst part of that rivalry for a while.
Yeah, Georgia's a
But
powerhouse.
that was just pure disappointment yesterday.
They were listless.
Yeah, I mean, Georgia basically put the car in the barn in the second half, and they still that second half was a snoozer.
Yeah, it's like nothing happened. It was 24-3 at halftime, and ended up 27-7 or 20. Something 27-6. It was just two field goals.
That's ugly.
I'm glad I didn't watch the second half.
Yeah, I wasn't watching.
We watched. My wife and I watched the Oklahoma-Iowa State game instead, and there was definitely some excitement there. There were fans at Iowa State, so it was nice.
Yeah, it was more. That was.
They
I
had
caught a
about
few minutes.
15.
That was a decent game.
They had like half the stadium at Georgia.
Yeah.
They had half the stadium there filled?
Yeah, Georgia gave up lockdown back in April.
Really?
Yeah.
Because Georgia's kind of a... Did they have a Republican governor?
No.
No?
I don't think so. Republican governor in Georgia, Tank? That's Democrat, isn't it?
I think they do.
Republican, yeah.
Because they beat Stacey.
Was that is that the state Stacey Abrams was trying to... Well, she was running for...
Yes.
Yeah, she
was
lost.
she running for governor? Or
yeah, that's
senator?
right. So it must be a
Governor,
Republican governor. Yeah, she was. Okay, it's a Republican governor. Then.
Yeah.
But the rest of the state's politics is Democratic, but especially
She's
very
the one
progressive
that
around.
she's the one that said that equality not enough anymore.
Oh, equality.
That's what they said. Equality not enough.
Quality's not enough, huh?
No. Well, we need to be doing reparations too, and.
Oh yeah, this week Governor Moonbeam,
California's
Governor
already
Hairgel,
on
Governor
that
Newsom,
path. Right?
Formed a committee to look into funding reparations for the state. Of course, there were never any slaves in this state. But
what did Howard Stern say on the movie? He said, "Kill the white man."
Yeah,
kill.
I'll make it easy. I'll start with
punish him. Mm-hmm. We're going to impose some reparations. I'm going to have a higher tax bill soon.
It doesn't make any sense. I mean, did the federal government ever have slaves? No. Did the state? No. So how are they liable?
And California was a free state.
California never even had slaves here anyway. So how is California, anyone in California,
I don't
liable?
know about that, but
it doesn't make any sense. I could see if you want to make a proper case of it. Okay, you want to trace the heirs of people whose great grandparents owned slaves,
and you
could go after them.
You heard about LeBron James is going to do a movie about Bruce's Beach in Manhattan Beach. Did you read about that?
Oh no, LBJ is part of that too.
I think he's behind the movie that's.
Yeah, last time I checked, Bruce's Beach, the people sold it. They didn't. I don't. Maybe they had a gun to their head. Maybe they didn't. But the black families that run Bruce's Beach sold their property for fair market value. It's part of the property records.
No, I mean that's not what I'm hearing now. I'm hearing they're forced out.
There's some people that are demanding that they tear down Dodger Stadium.
Oh, tear it down! Jeez, what for?
Yeah. Because it was land stolen from the Mexicans.
What? Dodger Stadium? Dodgers. Yep. Oh, in Chavez Ravine. Here, I was thinking the Yankees. Oh, in Chavez Ravine. Oh, no, man, that got settled a long time ago.
Stolen from the Mexicans?
Happening. Well, no, it's Chavez Ravine, and the people were squatters. It's not.
They want everything. They want your blood. They want your heart, and they want to eat it. If they weren't vegans.
Yeah, with apple cider vinegar. Don't forget the shots of apple cider vinegar.
My
Vegans.
liberal rage will never end.
You know, Tank was into this. You were on this way before I was in picking up this whole subcurrent of Marxism and militant veganism. I got to give you credit for that, Tank, because you called it far earlier. I thought I was prescient. I thought I had the heartbeat of society. I didn't. You did.
Why don't we play some of that Miami Heat, obnoxious Miami Heat video for Frank?
It's obnoxious. Yeah, okay.
This never ceases to infuriate me.
Yes, we did! Yes, we did!
Here, I got to play the opening. It's even more obnoxious. We missed the best part.
So, and Bosch's house, LeBron's kingdom, and Bosch's pit, baby.
Bosch's pit.
1, 2.
Shoot off fireworks now.
Number 1. Number 3.
This is right before they got beat by the Mavericks. When the Mavericks beat them in the finals, that was great.
It's bad karma.
Stand up and make some noise.
Wow, they're not social distancing there, huh?
Yeah, don't say we're dying either. Although tons of those people, you know what, statistically, people in there died of fever, cold, and cancer.
I'd like to know.
This is surpasses a dream come true. You always want to put yourself in the best position possible to be able to win, and have an opportunity to team up with arguably the best trio to ever play the game of basketball is amazing.
The best trio.
It's a lot of gloss.
Of all of South Florida, thank you.
Well, they did win 2 championships.
How does it feel wearing a Heat uniform?
He's wonderful, and I'm never going back to Cleveland.
It feels right. It feels right. And to be in this position, to wear this Heat uniform every single night, we're going to make the world know. Not just this league, we're gonna make the world know that the Heat is back.
Never played.
Let's get it done, man. Let's get this thing done.
The Heat is back.
Oh, yeah. He's playing him, too.
Yeah,
he's about to sweep
One more is done.
They're not really back there.
No. COVID is back.
Yo, estoy muy bien. Muy bien.
We're going to challenge each other in practice. And the way we're going to challenge each other to get better in practice, once the game starts, it's going to be easy.
But we also know you 3 Kings came down here to win championships. Not 1, championships.
Not 2.
LeBron, tell us about that.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5,
Seamus
not
Ward.
6, not 7.
But 10?
Hey.
Okay, Tank. So when this NBA Finals over and the Lakers have it, do we put an asterisk next to it and say it's not worth anything?
What was that?
So when this NBA Final is over and the Lakers win, do we just stick an asterisk next to it and say it doesn't mean anything?
It's always fixed. I'm starting to think the NBA, WWE.
Yeah, it never ceases to amaze me all the times that LeBron charges, they don't call it. Just won't call it on him. It's not fair. Somebody that big, that powerful and gifted athletically can get away with that.
Mm-hmm.
But he does.
So, Tank, remember last week where we were showing your clip in the burger joint, and I said there was a chicken head standing behind you?
Yeah.
Do you remember what a chicken head is? Did you hear that Red Man clip to hear what a chicken head sound like?
I know what it sounds like. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I see a lot of them.
Yeah, you can hear him. Like you can hear him a mile away. For the sake of our audience, I'm gonna help everybody with this little Red Man clip. Public service
What up,
announcement.
y'all? Live WFDS at the
What is
Fucked
it?
Up Chicken Head Convention. Nationwide, Jones Beach. All the boroughs is representing. We got the big weaves, the big shoes, bad attitudes. It's on and popping out this motherfucker. Well, this is Nick D. Hood, book it to the end, tell a friend, biatch. And we gonna check in with these here chickens. Yo, shorty, excuse me, could you tell me?
Is that a woman or a man?
It's a woman.
What's up?
That's a woman.
Oh, shorty, chill.
That's what I heard in the
Understand,
background.
I'm just trying to interview you. Yeah, nah, for real though. Check it out. 1 second. Tell me, why they call you a chicken head?
I'm saying niggas be calling me a motherfucking chicken head because I be going to the store wearing that same wrinkled t-shirt I slept in, digging up my ass, my nose, and the whole
all right, I see how you get out.
my body over there like to kiss my chicken
I'm gonna go ahead and
ass.
step to the next chicken
What?
head. Excuse me, shorty, right there, you. Yeah, you. Come here, tell me. Why are you at the chicken head convention?
Sounds like the chicken in the Hangover.
Let me tell you, I just came from the mall, boosting my motherfucking ass off. Look at all I got it all in this bag.
Yeah.
Mad DKNY, Moschino, they got it all, girl. They got it all there.
Yo, come on, bitch. You know I gotta go. Bring your motherfucking ass on.
Nigga, you mad, girl.
Damn.
Running your mouth.
Get on up out of here. But anyway, I'm a
Okay.
I think it's the black woman version of it. Is that a black Karen, Tank? Chicken head's the black Karen. Yeah, you don't want to go anywhere near that.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was just a question too. I'm not calling any names here.
So, Tank, what do you think? Are you following the baseball playoffs at all? You starting to get into that? Yes.
What was that?
I'm just curious. Are you, you have enthusiasm for this year?
I'm getting pissed off.
About
I
what?
hate the fucking Miami Marlins. They are a cockroach franchise.
The Marlins?
Well, Derek Jeter's turned them around, hasn't he?
Isn't that amazing? Story of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. If this was a 162 game season, they would have had that 20. They would have had that 15 game losing streak in July.
Oh, at least.
Well, it's the way it.
You know it. I know it. The fucking world knows it.
They must.
They've not won.
Yeah.
They've never lost a playoff series.
That's what makes it so fun.
I'm tired of the fucking Marlins. Getting
He's
so
upset, I
fucking
think, because
ass-fucky.
the Marlins have had
Talk about
more success than the
really
Mets.
Oh, you're just envious because the Mets, yeah.
The Marlins have already won as many world titles as the Mets, right?
Oh, no, Mets have two.
The Marlins have
And then
two.
you got another loser franchise, the one that plays in the Twin Cities. Twinkies are a good team. They make the playoffs every year. But in October, they turn into crap.
Did you bet on the Twinkies?
18 straight, they're gonna lose. 18 straight playoff losses and 18 more to go.
You sure that's not the Atlanta Braves?
You bought into the Twinkies? I hope you didn't bet on them.
Oh, God, no. Please don't say you bet on them.
Yes, I did.
Oh, that's bad. Never bet on the Twins
No, it's too
in the
late.
playoffs.
You're better off betting on Atlanta Braves.
When's the last time they won a playoff series?
Yeah, tackle on it.
I know they were in the World Series in 1965, and then they won it in 1991. When after Kirby Puckett left, it was over. Right?
No, the playoff series in 76. They lost to the Angels in the ALCS.
Oh. Yeah. Well, this year they had a pretty good team, but didn't trust them. Didn't trust that hitting.
Everyone in the Central's been wiped out anyway.
Yes, AL Central's
just like an election.
fallen by the wayside. So now we've got the Yankees and the Yankees and the Rays.
Coast versus the Coast.
And Oakland versus the Astros versus the A's. And the AL.
Assholes versus the A's.
Yeah. So do you think we're going to be looking at another Houston Astros ALCS against the Rays?
Oh, God, I hate it. Fucking please. Oakland.
He sounds like he's going to cry.
Well, he hates both these teams.
I don't like any of them either. It's a very, very difficult year for me.
Sophie's choice.
The one team that I'm getting behind is the Padres. Okay, I really do like the Padres.
But man, you live in L.A. You can't go for the Padres.
I can't be rooting for the Dodgers.
You'll be breaking the windows of your Prius if you're not
those chokers.
No, you can't. You have to root for the Dodgers.
No way.
They're going to torch your car, man.
I was rooting for them a few years ago when my son was still here because he was kind of liking them. But
well,
now that he's
for your
not
son,
here,
or I'll have to give your address to the mob.
I like.
I'll send them pictures of your car. You're decorated.
You don't like Will Myers? He's a good hitter, and Fernando Tatis.
Oh, I'm not saying I don't like the Padres. I think the Padres are great. I think
what do you think,
this is
Frank?
A great story.
Do you think the Padres are going to win a game against the Dodgers?
They'll win a game or two. Maybe they might go 5 games, but I actually think the Padres are just in the National League.
Well, I mean, they're going to probably have to play the Braves, and the Braves didn't handle them very well last year.
And Kershaw isn't unhealthy. We'll see what Kershaw does in the playoffs this year, but now he's healthy. So
you're ready. You're ready for a Dodgers win. Huh?
The Brewers belong in the playoffs.
No. Yeah, they suck. They never should have been in there.
The Mets should have been there first.
Cubs are second rate. Cardinals are second rate. There are a lot of second rate teams in the playoffs this year. I do object to this cluttering of the second season with a lot of junky teams.
They needed extra games to get extra revenue. They're still short.
So
I wonder who's paying the loss for MLB this year because they're not making money.
Frank, who do the Dodgers? Who are their shutdown pitchers? They have Walker Buehler, right?
Buehler.
I mean, the Brewers didn't belong in the postseason. I mean,
correct.
That was the biggest stuff to go. This is what happens when the Mets didn't poke away so many fucking games.
Yeah, the Mets could have been in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they could.
They have a thing called they have the thing called the win quotient, which means games you should win and what your record should have been.
Oh, jeez. Is it a Mickey Callaway stat? Did he invent it?
It's a stat.
This is me. Watching dropping on French fries.
The Mets lost 10 games they should have won. I gotta hold on a second. I gotta take a call. I'll call back.
Yeah, okay. And DeGrom probably started 9 of them, right?
Okay, it sounds like an important call. So
then we gotta get our football picks in when you call back, Tank.
Yeah, I like that commercial though. It's about somebody spilling something on themselves. That happens to me all the time.
Yeah, it looks like you need that product.
I need a lot of that Tide stick stuff because I'm always getting my shirts full of ketchup. There's always one French fry that escapes somehow onto my shirt.
You want to play Alex Karras?
Let's play some Alex Karras. He recently made the Hall of Fame. I really like this guy.
Long before
he was also good on Monday Night Football.
Alex Karras learned that even in pro football,
typecasting
was a fact of life.
Early in my career, I don't know, they got this idea that I was this rough, tough character, and I played that role because when you get dubbed that role, you might as well play that role.
Karras also played a leadership role.
Karras was an inspiration to our ball club.
He had short legs.
He was the Johnny Unitas, the Jim Brown, the Doug Atkins of our team. He played and did not make mistakes, and that's what made him so great.
He had that big body and kind of short legs, so his center of gravity was a bit lower than mine was. And that made him another challenge for me. I couldn't get down low enough and still remain mobile to stop him, so he was a handful.
The 5-time All-Pro sat out the 1963 season when he was suspended for betting on games.
When the time came when we had to part in 1963 when he got suspended for gambling. It hurt our team tremendously.
Horning and Alex got caught, and they were made an example of. All I can tell you is it's absolutely harmless. Absolutely harmless what was going on.
I felt that there was an injustice, and I never excused anybody for what they did for me. I never said that I was wrong, and I didn't kiss anyone's ass to get back in.
While suspended, Karras wrestled professionally. He found that the blood was fake, but the money was real.
I got a paycheck that was almost as much as, if I had been playing ball, and I kind of said to myself, show business isn't too bad.
Despite being bitten by the show business bug, Karras proved there was still plenty of all-pro caliber football left in his stocky frame.
Well, look at him run.
But he also kept an eye on the ball.
Wasn't
And
pretty,
in
but he got
1968,
it
he made his movie debut in Paper Lion. Playing himself, Karras was a natural, and he impressed some important people.
Looks like a Nazi to me.
I know.
Someone,
He's playing
and they said,
a
it's very
Nazi or
important that you talk to her.
German?
So I went to the phone, and it was Lucille Ball. And she said, hi, this is Lucy Ball. I said, right. I just thought it was someone playing that. And
He
she
just seems
said,
like
I
a
saw
nice
the
guy.
paper line. I thought you were very good in it, and I want to see if I can
Bring
get
an
you some
iron
work
cross.
out here. Would you like to do that? I said, all my life I've wanted to do that. So, yes, I would like to do that.
Well, it's obviously
After
a joke.
retiring in 1971, Karras became a full-time actor.
But Mel Brooks
Roles
hired
like
him,
the
he must be
monstrous
okay.
Mongo in Blazing Saddles made him a cult favorite.
Like the
People at
yes,
the
no.
drive-in
on the
theater, they'll ask me to come, and I'll see all these people doing my dialogue. And it's a lot, but nevertheless, they
Mongo
know
like
it.
candy.
It's an incredible character.
Hey, you can't park that animal over there. It's illegal.
That would really hurt your hand, wouldn't it?
But Karras eventually proved that he could play sensitive as well as savage, most notably as the closeted gangster in Victor Victoria.
I never knew he was
My
gay.
agent said, they have an idea for you.
That was
to do
the funny
something,"
part
and I'm
about
just
it.
a little worried about it. I said, what is it? She said, well,
This
they
big
want you to
hulking
play
guy, and he turns out that he likes
a
Robert
gay
Preston.
man.
He likes he's a puncher.
So, well, she said, don't you think it'd be... I said, no, that's fine.
Tender on the screen but tough on the field, multi-talented Alex Karras was one of the most unique personalities to ever play the game.
Alex is a kind man. He was one of the biggest, meanest, kindest guys I've ever known.
He was this tremendously witty and funny man, and yet he was a fierce competitor and tough. Alex Karras is thought of now as the guy who knocked the horse out in Blazing Saddles, but I'll always remember Alex Karras as one of the very, very best inside football players that ever played.
And that's the truth.
Yeah, we were just watching something on Alex Karras, who recently made he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Did they have the induction yet for the NFL Hall of Fame for this year?
No. No, they've not.
That was postponed.
Got postponed, but I hear Doug Williams is on the next list.
Oh. So Alex Karras will be, as far as I could tell,
I know he's not.
he will be put in.
Well, he did. It's just the ceremony this year was postponed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was, I guess, largely due to his gambling. He was kicked out of the league for a while for gambling, right?
Tank, do you remember the details of that gambling suspension he had?
Yeah, him and whatchamacall,
Horning?
Golden Boy.
Horning.
Yeah, Paul
Horning
Horning.
were betting on betting on the NFL.
Right. So
Okay.
basically,
So they were caught dead to rights.
He was betting on other games that he wasn't playing in, right?
Right.
Okay. So it's like Pete Rose, isn't it? The same thing.
Yeah, just the NFL doesn't have as much as a hard on as the baseball does.
And Pete Rose never admitted he betted on it, right? He never.
Well, until it was too late.
He never did a mea culpa or anything.
No, baseball just it's just too fucking ridiculous sometimes.
They are too holier than thou.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they can give the Houston Astros a pass to legitimately win that World Series, and the Boston Red Sox, by the way. Everyone's kind of forgotten about that, but I haven't.
Well, you'll just have to stew in your anger for a long time.
Hey,
I don't know what.
It's a lie. It's all fake.
They're never going to take those trophies away from those teams, particularly Houston.
They haven't even properly explained it. They haven't even properly investigated the culture of abuse going on. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like who can cheat better?
There's always been sign stealing in baseball, so it's just not quite as. I don't know. There's something about it that's not as offensive.
Hey, why have rules?
If you're not, it's the old Belichick rule. If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
I get that.
All right, you want to go over to? Yeah. I want to get out of here.
All right.
Picks.
All right. Let's do that for run through our lightning round here.
We got Cleveland is a 4-point dog against the Cowboys.
Oh, Cowboys are going to crush the Browns today.
They ought to.
You think the Cowboys are coming out for blood today, huh?
Well,
yeah.
Because they just haven't been that impressive at all. And
You're gonna
I'm trying to talk myself out of going with Dallas. I really don't like to do this, but
you really want to take Cleveland? Yeah,
I don't trust Cleveland.
I don't either.
I'm going to go with Dallas.
I'm taking Dallas, but not so much. I think they're going to crush. I just don't trust Cleveland.
I mean, they're going to win the game, but
yeah. So Dallas -4.
Okay.
All right, so we're all on a Dallas bandwagon there. We got the Vikings are a 3.5-point dog against Houston.
In Houston, right?
I don't know. I don't have
That's
the. Yeah, it's in, okay.
I'm with Houston on this one. I don't like the Vikings.
But the Vikings.
Vikings have pure trash.
Yeah.
They have what?
Pure trash.
The Vikings have looked like pure trash.
Yes, stinking garbage.
Yeah, and Kirk Cousins is.
He's racking up stats and garbage.
The chief disposal expert.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely going to stick with.
Boy.
The Texans. The Texans are kind of due, I think.
Yeah, but so is Minnesota. If you go due theory, Minnesota would be more due.
Minnesota on the road. It's
Kirk Cousins is having an awful year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Texans are 0-3 because of who they played.
Mm-hmm.
Do you realize the Texans have played probably 3 of the best teams in the league?
That's true.
They played the Chiefs. They played the Ravens. They played the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's going to help them against the
fakers, Minnesota.
The purple pretenders.
Okay. That makes me feel better. Okay, Jacksonville and Cincinnati, the battle of ineptitude. Jacksonville is a Cincinnati is a 1.5-point favorite. Go figure.
Bengals have played well. The Bengals have played well.
Mm-hmm.
The Bengals have actually covered every game they've played in so far.
Mm-hmm. I know, but
Gardner Minshew is awfully attractive, though.
Minshew
against the spread.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of a tricky game.
Yeah, this is a Minshew game,
but I'll go with the Bengals.
I'm taking Jacksonville. Jack, sounds like you're riding the Tiger.
I'm taking the Bengals.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, and here's it's a lot of lumber. Baltimore, a 14.5-point favorite over Washington. Really doesn't matter where they're playing.
That must be in Baltimore.
Lay that lumber.
Yeah.
You like the Ravens?
Taking the what the fucks to the woodshed.
Yep. I like the Ravens because Chase Young is out today as well. They won't have their
they won't have him. No. He's a good defensive player.
He's the best one on the team right now.
Oh, but that's just such a lot of points. Lamar Jackson will probably have the best game of the year for him that he's going to have. Okay, what the hell?
They got to get that bad taste out of their mouth for Monday.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They're coming off a loss. Short week, coming off a loss. In Baltimore, we know how emotional they can be. They get very angry. They carry that nasty Baltimore anger
they don't,
from the streets into the stadium. Yeah,
they're not a real passing team, but I guess
no. But they're a very physical team, especially on the defense. The defense will score. The defense will score 15 points, 17 points. How's that? Yeah, and then the offense will score a few as well. Yeah. Yeah, they're going to take ways.
You've completely abandoned Washington, haven't you?
Hey, the Redskins aren't playing today, buddy. And this team play well. This team, whatever alliances I may or may not have, they ain't the Redskins, so fuck them.
I know. I was conscious not to say Redskins.
I don't mind calling that name. It's part of history.
Okay. Well, I'll go with the Ravens.
And then the Saints in Detroit. Wow, Saints are only a 3-point favorite. Why? This must be a trap.
Is it in Detroit?
Doesn't matter.
Must be, right? Must be in Detroit.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know much about the Lions, Frank. I mean, they're hard to figure out. The Lions are always hard to figure out. They must have some semblance of a defense there. They
surprisingly not, especially given the coach was a genius.
The Cardinals
one day.
The Saints just have not been. They do not excite me. The last game they played was pretty flat.
You know, I've lost like 37 straight bets in which I picked involving the Lions. If I pick them to win, they win. If I pick them to lose, they lose.
I know they are completely
win, they lose.
They're completely impossible to predict.
Well, I want to know your pick. That's going to inform mine because I'm going to fade today. That's a good stat.
Go with the Saints. Go with the Saints.
It's the point now where I think the Lions watch my pick, although my website crashed, and if people who are supposed to be supporting me aren't supporting me.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to go with the Lions? I'm going to go with the Saints. I can't see the Lions winning 2 in a row.
I can't see the Saints losing 2 in a row.
So he's going with the Saints too.
Oh no. You taking the Saints?
No, it would actually be 3 in a row for the Saints if they lose today.
Yeah, they ain't going to lose 3 in a row.
Okay, so I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay. But maybe the Saints won't cover 3.
They can do that. It'll either be that or it'll push. Don't you think? I think you're taking a big chance.
But Tank is taking New Orleans, so that makes me think, gee, maybe I want to take Detroit now.
Yeah, you probably do.
All right, yeah, a little more rapid fire.
Okay, let's go.
Chargers 7-point favorites over Tampa Bay. Wow.
What?
Sorry. Chargers. Tampa Bay 7-point favorite over
yes,
Chargers.
That sounds, and it's in Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Did you hear?
I know 7 points is a lot of, but I think you're right. I think the Tampa Bay is just definitely better, and the Chargers' offense looked like crap last week.
I'm taking the Chargers. Their defense is going to rally today. Tom Brady's going to the hospital.
Okay. Well, I disagree, but that's all right.
Seattle, Miami. Oh, gee, and Seattle's only a 5.5-point favorite, Tex. Seattle, you got Miami on sale. You going to take the Dolphins?
I think the Seahawks win this one, unfortunately, and it's going to be probably maybe about by 2 touchdowns.
Oh, wow. Okay. Seattle doesn't, I heard a stat, last night on the radio,
what
a
did
guy
you
was revealing in this game, this matchup, Seattle traveling to Miami, because, going across, that 80% of the time, Miami covers this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can.
And it's 5.5, so.
But I think right now Russell Wilson is playing at such a high level.
He is.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Seattle. I know I've heard that, but.
Gee, I was going to take Miami, but I got Seattle circled. Okay. Arizona 3-point favorite over Carolina. Yeah, I like that.
Is that in Arizona?
Where's that, Tank? You know where that is?
What was that?
Arizona, Carolina.
Arizona, Carolina.
I'm going to take Arizona.
Yeah.
It's just, where is that? I mean, I don't know.
Are they playing in Arizona?
Does it matter that much? I guess not.
Matter.
What?
Exactly.
He doesn't
They're
care.
playing in Carolina.
So that's
they're playing Carolina. So
that's Carolina's got Teddy Bridgewater, don't
Carolina
they?
sucks. They do, but
Does he really suck? Because they won last week.
I haven't seen him play, so I don't know.
They won last week.
Yeah, but they won last week because basically the Chargers sucked last week.
Yeah, the Chargers are really sucking. That's why. Gee, I took him against Tampa. Oh, well.
The Chargers are another team that burns me every time I pick them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with Carolina on this one. I'm sorry. I don't know that I like.
I wouldn't trust Carolina to park
Kyler Murray and what he's been doing, but I think Carolina's. They got Teddy Bridgewater. They got a chance to win 2 in a row. They're going to probably do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
And we got Tank. This is the Giants are 13.5-point dogs against the Rams.
Oh.
Yeah, they're going to get moved by the Rams.
It'll be more than that, won't it? Yeah. I hate giving the Rams that much points, but geez,
that's a lot of points.
Right now, New York, they got embarrassed last week by a wounded Niners team.
Who's worse, Tank, the Giants or the Jets?
Jets.
Are you sure? Maybe not after today's game, right?
Do the Giants have Barkley?
Oh, no. Barkley's out for the season. Yeah,
Barkley's out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they don't have much on offense.
But the Jets made fucking Brett Whippen look like John Elway.
Hey, he's Rippon's nephew or something. So
that guy didn't
chip off the old block.
That guy's not even as good as Mark Rippon right now.
The Jets have the worst coach in the history of the NFL.
I don't know. Rich Kotite's in that position now. Do you think he's going to dislodge Kotite? It's fitting another.
I like
very fitting another Jets coach would do it.
He alienates players, and players don't want to be near him.
Don't blame him. Okay, we got the
Rams. Go with the Rams.
Yeah, Rams. We got the Colts are a 3-point favorite against Chicago. This is the afternoon game now that we're in place of the missing Pittsburgh.
I'm taking the Colts.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bears are going to go smoke and mirrors and win a fourth game in a row.
I like the Bears.
They're the worst team ever. How much smoke and mirrors do they have?
They got Big Dick Foles. They got Big Dick Foles starting now. That's
they have Nick Foles playing.
Big Dick Foles.
They got Nick Foles in the folds.
Yes.
He's.
I'm not going to favor Indy in this game. Forget it. Give me Chicago.
He's going to unfold his bag of tricks and watch out.
Yep.
They're going to make Phillip Rivers cry.
He's going to win it, Ron Jeremy.
Somebody's going to break Phillip Rivers in half.
Yep. Like a virgin.
I'm going to go with the Bears.
There we go. Tank, you want to change your mind and get on the Bear?
No, I'm going with the Colts.
Okay. Oh, and then, New England, Kansas City. The line was 10.5 before.
Pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID.
Now it's...
Who's starting? Is Brian Hoyer going to start that game?
Yes.
So, how much is Kansas City going to win by? 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns?
I think 3.
3? 17? Yeah.
I want them to just...
Belichick's going to go out there and shoot Patrick Mahomes and the Patriots are going to win.
Yeah, it'll take a plane crash to...
They'll have to kidnap Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Like that horrible movie Self-Pride.
Yeah, right.
Belichick.
That was a real bad movie, but it was a funny concept.
Mm-hmm. But the Buffalo Bills are 3-point favorites in Las Vegas. I'll still take Buffalo.
I'm going to go with the Raiders. Going with the Raiders.
Raiders outright.
Oh, Raiders. Okay. Yeah, they're playing back in that.
I don't believe in the Bills enough to.
Philadelphia is a 7.5-point dog against depleted San Francisco. What? Jeez.
I don't. Wait. That's in Philadelphia, must be, because Philadelphia is not that much better than San Francisco.
But it's a 7.5-point.
No,
line.
the Niners are the 7.5-point favorite.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, as I said,
I heard you
favorite.
wrong. Sorry, I just misunderstood what he said.
Yeah.
That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points for
a shitty team.
A San Francisco team that they crushed the hapless Giants, but I don't know. Philadelphia
is Philly as bad as the Giants, Tech?
Philadelphia isn't very good though.
I think the Eagles are due for a win.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, they're better than that anyway. They're better than
that Bengals. They tied the Bengals last week, right? That was pretty pathetic. I heard that on the radio.
Oh yeah, that was very pathetic. Yeah.
The game's already kicking off. We've got 20 more to go.
We got one more.
All right, I'm going with the Niners. I hate to do that, but
I'm
taking Philly because they're due. And then the Falcons on Monday night. Yeah, Falcons are playing. They're a 7-point dog. Green Bay.
Oh, Falcons. Oh my God.
It's Green Bay, man. Green Bay's hot. Rodgers is feeling good. Everyone's having a good
Yeah.
The Falcons get the lead, they'll blow it.
Of course.
How many points is Green Bay favored by?
7.
7?
7.
That's it?
Hey, what do you mean that's it? That's a lot.
What? The Falcons? They suck.
Okay.
Oh,
7 points.
Green Bay.
In fact, the word choke is now going to be replaced by the word Falcon.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, Green Bay all the way. I think they're going to come out of their. They've been in a little bit of a. I mean, they had a good game though against the Saints. I'm going to keep going with Green Bay. Good to me.
Yeah, kids keep playing that slot machine till it breaks.
Yeah, why not?
Till they rope it off. And
I don't like the fact that I think I went with a favorite in almost every game. That's not good. I went with the Raiders, but most of the games that were like, seemed like big spreads, and that's always dangerous in the NFL.
Well, playing it safe.
So,
Nick, any wise words to go out with?
Yeah, what are you doing the rest of the day, Frank?
Watching football.
Oh,
what's for dinner?
I don't know. Maybe I'll go to Wawa and get a gobbler.
Sweet.
You're
lucky you got a Wawa.
Wait, what's a gobbler?
Turkey leg?
It's what? It's some kind
smoked
of
turkey leg?
It's turkey breast on a hoagie roll with either mashed potatoes or stuffing.
Sweet.
With gravy and sometimes a cranberry sauce.
Oh,
cranberry.
That sounds like real nice comfort food.
Sounds real healthy.
If you wanted to sleep,
Gobbler is a really good turkey sandwich that Wawa sells in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is the Wawa food market that I think they had them in New Haven when I went to Yale. We had Wawas. They're still there, huh?
No, well, they're not. Wawas were always only in South Jersey and Pennsylvania, and now they're adding them in North Jersey and Maryland and other places.
Well, I could have sworn there was a Wawa's in New Haven when I was there. Huh.
Maybe you went to places in Philadelphia or Pennsylvania?
No, I wasn't having a weird dream flashback or something. I know that there was one in New Haven. It was like a 7-Eleven type place.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, well, we'll have to do some research on this because I don't think I was hallucinating. I think there was one.
Connecticut's pretty close. I mean, they usually have stocked some over there.
So we're watching the Tampa Bay kickoff here. There are some fans in the stands. They do have some people there. Look at that.
Yep. Well, Florida opened up.
Well, that's nice.
Uh-huh.
They're socially distanced.
Well, Florida is a free state.
Yeah.
Free states and communist states.
Now we have free states and what is the other term? Subjugated states, and the free states are the ones that are in the South. Isn't that ironic?
Yes.
That's really ironic.
This is me with the memorial patch that the Cardinals wearing for Larry Wilson. Look like an 8-ball.
Really? I can't wait to see the clip. So Cardinals wearing an 8-ball.
It's black. It's a black circle patch with a white 8 in it.
And who's it in honor of?
Larry Wilson.
Oh. And who's Larry Wilson?
Yeah, who's Larry Wilson?
Hall of Famer that played for the Cardinals in the 60s into the 70s.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
That's
one
really
of the
nice
best
tribute.
players ever.
Yeah, that's a really nice tribute. Cardinal tradition.
Defensive,
That's cool.
he's a defensive back. Hall of Fame defensive back. I think he's won the NFL's 100 greatest players list.
Okay. Well, wow, I didn't know that. That's okay. Well, enjoy your game. Oh, Rob Gronkowski's playing.
We'll see. Yeah, he's not getting throws, though.
He's in the game.
He's in the game, though. Watch this. He'll catch the first pass. Yeah.
Tampa Bay looks pretty good. Brady's got him moving.
Oh, yeah, first play of the game, man.
No, they have three straight plays where they gain yards.
Yeah, that's a new first down. Okay.
So,
all
right, Frank. Well, have a nice day. We'll talk to you soon.
Oh, here it is. Here's the Cardinals. Look at this. And they show you the front of the uniform.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, they don't show the front of the uniform. Look
Sorry.
for it. It looks like an 8-ball in their jersey.
An 8-ball. Well, I like that.
All right, talk to you later.
That's fitting.
Okay, that was the great Frank Fleming. And
SportsEncyclopedia.com. Hopefully SportsEncyclopedia.com is up again. Oh, first down. Oh, Matt Stafford, yeah.
Yeah, Matt Stafford is.
He actually pushed the defender and ran over the three defender.
He's getting the Lions wrong again. Is that what he's upset
He's
about?
getting the Lions wrong again.
Because the Lions are playing well.
Oh,
I think we all.
The Lions actually look and determine if they're going to play it or not. I am convinced at that.
The Lions were put on this earth to frustrate us because I'm like you. I can never get them right.
Big play, Pewter.
I love that.
All
right. We're going to go to our break. Thanks for being part of the show.
Yep. And time continues on.
Yes.
Yeah, we keep missing certain teams, blowing them up like that, like the Detroit Lions. Oh, my God.
Okay, we're going to go to our break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Jab Dog Sports Talk Radio Show.
Back in time.
Un voyage dans le passé. Un voyage dans le passé.
We're told that greatness is exceptional, when it should be expected. You choose every day to live your life intentionally, without apology for how bright your light may shine. So go be great. Go be brilliant. Go be you. Go defy life. The Defy Life movement is one that speaks to each of us in its own way. Defy Life Gear speaks to us all by reminding us that one size does not fit all. Visit DefyLifeGear.com to get fitted for greatness.
The law office of Brandon S. Chabner, serving clients in Southern California with transactional legal services since 2007. We handle general, corporate, outside counsel type work, drafting and negotiating a wide variety of business and commercial contracts, including non-disclosure agreements, independent contractor agreements, and employment agreements. Our experience includes working with public and private companies and involves a broad range of industries, including healthcare, consumer products, real estate, and high technology. Mr. Chabner has over 20 years of legal experience, having worked for some larger national firms and serving as general counsel for a multi-million-dollar private company here in Southern California before starting his own legal practice. His educational credentials include a law degree from UCLA, where he was on law review, undergraduate degree at Yale, where he graduated magna cum laude, and an MBA from Harvard Business School. Other areas of focus for Chabner Law include press release and business plan editing, pre-litigation matters, and debt and mortgage resolution work. You can contact us at 310-698-0740 and at bchabner@chabnerlaw.com.
Like Chab Dog said, he was 100% right.
He can take all comers.
Breaker 19, this here's a rubber duck. You got a copy on me, Big Ben? Come on. Yeah, 10-4, Big Ben, for sure. By golly, it's clean clear to Flagtown. Come on. Yeah, it's a big 10-4 there, Big Ben. Yeah, we definitely got the front door, good buddy. Mercy sakes alive, looks like we got us a convoy. It was the dark of the moon on the 6th of June in a Kenworth pulling logs. Cab over Pete with a reefer on and a Jimmy hauling hogs. We is heading for Bear on I-10 about a mile out of Shaky Town. I says, Pig Pen, this here's a rubber duck, and I'm about to put the hammer down.
'Cause we got a little convoy rocking through the night. Yeah, we got a little convoy. Ain't you a beautiful sight? Come on and join our convoy. Ain't nothing gonna get in our way. We gonna roll this trucking convoy across the USA.
Breaker, Big Ben, this here's a duck. Now, you want to back off them hogs? 10-4, about 5 mile or so. 10 Roger, them hogs is getting intense up here. By the time we got into Tulsa town, we had 85 trucks in all. But there's a roadblock up on the Cloverleaf, and them bears was wall to wall. Yeah, them smokies as thick as bugs on a bumper. They even had a bear in the air. I says, calling all trucks, this here's the duck. We about to go a-hunting bear.
'Cause we got a great big convoy rocking through the night. Yeah, we got a great big convoy. Ain't she a beautiful sight? Come on and join our convoy. Ain't nothing but to get in our way. We're gonna roll this trucking convoy across the USA. Convoy.
You want to give me a 10-9 on that Big Ben? Negatory, Big Ben, you're still too close. Yeah, them hogs are starting to close up my sinuses. Mercy sakes, you better back off another 10. Well, we rolled up Interstate 44 like a rocket sled on rails. We tore up all of our swindle sheets and left them setting on the scales. By the time we hit that shy town, them bears was getting smart. They'd brought up some reinforcements from the Illinois National Guard. There's armored cars and tanks and jeeps and rigs of every size. Yeah, them chicken coops was full of bears, and choppers filled the skies. Well, we shot the line, we went for broke, with 1,000 screaming trucks, and 11 long-haired friends of Jesus in a chartreuse microbus. There, rubber duck just sodbuster. Come on there, you 10-4 sodbuster. Listen, you want to put that microbus in behind that suicide jockey? Yeah, he's hauling dynamite, and he needs all the help he can get. Well, we laid a strip for the Jersey Shore and prepared to cross the line. I could see the bridge was lined with bears, but it didn't have a doggone dime. I says, Pigpen, this here's a rubber duck. We just ain't going to pay no toll. So we crashed the gate doing 98. I says, let them truckers roll 10-4.
'Cause we got a mighty convoy rocking through the night. Yeah, we got a mighty convoy. Ain't she a beautiful sight? Come on and join our convoy. Ain't nothing gonna get in our way. We're gonna roll this trucking
Yeah, this was an interesting diversion for Sam Peckinpah.
All right, 10-4, Big Ben. What's your 20? Omaha.
Lacks all the violence in his previous movie.
Except for the trucks going through all the buildings and stuff.
Yeah, but there's no blood spurting. He doesn't smack Ally McGraw like Steve McQueen smacked Ally McGraw. It lacks the passion. He's been edited here.
Lacks the hard edge.
Yeah, something's wrong with
You know, who was in that movie was Ernest Borgnine.
Yes, as the ruthless sheriff.
Yeah.
Corrupt sheriff.
And here's Play It Again, Sam. Trailer for that.
Oh, face it, Alan. You may be very sweet, but you're not sexy.
Oh, it's a tough thing to hear. Overpowered by the hair dryer.
I can see how desperate you are. You can't stand the marriage. I don't find you any fun. I feel you suffocate me. I don't feel any rapport with you, and I don't think you physically. Oh, for God's sake, Alan, don't take it personal. Goodbye, Alan. My lawyer will call your lawyer.
I don't have a lawyer. Have him call my doctor.
1972.
They say that dames are simple.
This is young Woody Allen.
I never met one who didn't understand a slap in the mouth or a slug from a 45. You know, Sharon, a dame like you, I'm 29. The height of my sexual potency was 10 years ago. The world is full of eligible women. All you gotta do is whistle. Alan, this is Sharon.
Hello.
Would you like to go to dinner this evening? That's right to the point. What are you doing Saturday night?
Committing suicide.
What about Friday night? He likes neurotics. I like blondes. Little blondes with long hair and short skirts and boots and big chests.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, good for you, Woody.
Doll, I would sell my mother to the Arabs for her.
Good for you.
You interested in dancing at all?
Get lost, creep.
You want to dance? No, thanks. I didn't ask you. I asked her.
I'm gonna start screaming.
Don't worry, sweetheart. I can handle this. All right, start screaming. I'm a disgrace to my sex. I should get a job in an Arabian palace as a eunuch.
Alan, I keep telling you, just be yourself. The girl will fall
Thank
in
you.
love with you.
Thank you.
Alan, you are fantastic. Up until tonight, the doctor had told me that I was frigid. Oh, I want to thank you for proving them wrong.
You never thought you could make it with dames. Well, you can. Look, all you gotta do is make your move and you're home free. Tell her that you've met a lot of dames, but she is really something special. Oh, that you won't believe. Oh, no?
I have met a lot of dames, but you are really something.
Oh, Diane Keaton.
Really?
I forgot she was in this too. I love Diane Keaton. Don't say anything bad about her. She's the girl next door. The chicks are next door. All right. That was a little trailer from Play It Against Sam. This is a Sam Peckinpah themed show. Got Brian Keller.
Name only.
Got Brian Keller on the line. How are you, Brian?
Yeah, hello, guys.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Morning.
Yes, we're watching some good football here. We got I don't know
Jackson,
where
my
the,
man.
where the Chargers came up with this, but they
7-7, baby.
They just tied it up.
Suck it here.
Yeah,
Tampa
that was
Bay.
a fluke.
Tampa.
What was that? A flea? Was that a flea flicker or something? Was that
a long pass?
Was
dude.
that a? Was that a? No,
This is live action.
That looked like some razzle dazzle. I think I'd like to see that
just
again.
A little. I want to see that too.
Lions up 14-0 on the Saints.
Oh, God. Those freaking Saints!
Yeah.
I can't believe them. I actually picked them this week,
I did
thinking there's no way that the Saints can lose three in a row.
Yeah,
and the Lions could
The
win
Lions
2 in
on
a
top
row.
of that. Yeah. God,
Who's
suckered, man.
Who's the quarterback for the Lions? Is it Matthew Stafford?
Matthew Stafford. That's who Frank was just crying about.
Matthew Staph infection
his
Stafford.
His telephone line is like out of the gulags in Russia or something. Wasn't it the worst telephone line we've had with Tango?
Yeah, it was crappy.
Horrible connection.
I hate that.
I can make out every third word.
I really
every
had
second.
yeah,
something like that. Yeah, but at least Brian's got a good line.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brian. for
don't
calling in
ever
on a
don't
good
ever
line.
move to Belleville, okay?
Yeah, stay on Pactel.
I think I'll be here for a while. That's funny because I'm out in the middle of it's a small town, but we've got great cell service on here.
Banning. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm right by the 10 freeway, so we got massive towers over there.
Yeah.
Along the freeway.
Yeah, if you don't come down with COVID, it's going to be amazing. You hear all those people trying to convince me that the COVID thing is because of 5G.
Oh yeah, I've heard all those. They're crazy.
Yeah.
I like to check sometimes. YouTube has videos, and the alternate media has these craziest conspiracy stories you ever heard in your life.
Mm-hmm.
People actually buy into it.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, they're conspiracy stories, and then they're real conspiracies. It's hard to know what's true and what's not. Wow.
Yeah, no, it's just one of those things that entertain me more than anything else.
Wow.
It's like,
Well,
wow,
what-
really, really, guys.
Look at Jerry Seinfeld. He looks so old. Oh my God. Is he? How old is he? No.
You gotta be 60 something. Huh?
Do you think he's like?
Maybe.
It's probably. Yeah, I bet he's 10, 12 years older than I am. So he's probably 60, like 67.
Those 90s shows are now 30 years old, you know. Most of those were like 30-somethings.
Yeah.
65.
He's in his 60s. God. It sucks to like think about that. One day you wake up and you're a middle-aged guy.
It's okay. Elaine got a facelift, so you don't have to face that. All right.
Well, I haven't turned 60 yet, so I have few days of youth left. So,
I'm just watching the highlights here. I'm not watching any particular game.
you don't have
I
you got like the
I got
red
the
the
NFL
red
thing.
zone thing on.
So, how much of the Red
Get the game day thing.
How much is Baltimore winning by now?
It's probably 0-0.
Baltimore. I don't see him on there yet. All right.
There were a lot of big spreads today. It's scary. When
There's some crazy COVID stuff going on too. Of course, that one game got pushed off. Steelers.
Yeah, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
Tennessee Titans.
And what do you think's
Reno
gonna?
Titans, wow.
What's gonna happen with the Patriots? Is that gonna be just moved to Monday?
Tomorrow night. Yep, they're gonna have a doubleheader Monday, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
I guess
firming
they
up.
just needed to get their bearings.
Did you see that play?
Yeah.
Did you see that? That was just like
Ravens and Washington still 0-0.
Yeah, with our luck, the Ravens will squeak by with a win. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Right next to Detroit. Detroit to win outright.
New Orleans has the ball.
Yeah, it's only the good news is it's not even halfway through the first quarter. There's lots of time for New Orleans to come back.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much Detroit.
Carolina
They bite it.
first and goal. They're about to score.
Teddy Bridgewater 5 for 9, 49 yards.
Yeah, I think Teddy Bridgewater might be getting something done there.
5 for 9 is not very efficient.
I like Bridgewater. I thought he was pretty good, but he's never been able to settle in as a regular starter.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that gets hurt all the time.
But he did get rack up some good numbers in his time in Minnesota.
Yeah, they're wishing they had him now.
He proved that he could still play.
They could have just kept him and got rid of the other guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well.
Oh, Cleveland 7-0 over Dallas.
Dallas. Dallas is about to score.
Oh, right.
Here.
Yeah. Wide open.
There we go.
Sucker.
Oh, but it's 7-7 now. So.
Well, okay. But still, you got to get your momentum back. C.D. Lamb.
Uh-huh.
The guy has panache and style.
We didn't ask Brian his picks, so I don't know if you want to go through that with him, but.
I'm waiting for my coffee, but here's the list.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll do.
Yeah,
do you want to? For your fans, you can let us know what you thought on these games. Cleveland and Dallas. Cleveland is getting 4 points. Is it only 4? It's only 4. All right. Well, that
I'm gonna lean to Dallas, but I don't have a lot of faith in it.
Yeah, I don't blame you, but you got to make a decision. Everybody took Dallas, Houston, and Minnesota. Minnesota is getting 3.5 points in Houston. I didn't think
their Vikings seem to be a lost cause. I'll take the Texans.
Yeah, so did I. Cincinnati and Jacksonville. That's 1.5 points to Jacksonville.
Yeah, Jacksonville.
You like Jacksonville?
Over Cincinnati, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I went the other way.
I mean,
on
they
that
got
one.
the quarterback, but I haven't seen enough yet. So it's still Cincinnati.
Yeah. Baltimore is giving 14.5 points to the Redskins or to the WTFs. It's in Washington though.
I don't think they're going to cover that spread, but I think they're going to win.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't know that. I thought it was in Baltimore. It's in Washington. I agree with you. I think that's probably not. Baltimore's probably not going to cover that. I kind of need to change my vote on that because I didn't have all the facts right. But they will win. New Orleans is giving 3 points to Detroit. At Detroit.
Well, we already see Detroit out to a big lead. However,
Yeah.
yeah,
That looks like all Detroit, but I can't go.
I would
back
have
and
leaned.
look.
I would have leaned to New Orleans from the start.
Yeah.
I mean, well, definitely. So I'll have to stick with New Orleans.
Chargers getting 7 points against Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Tampa Bay came out looking strong, and let's just hope that continues.
I think the more time Brady is in there, the better they're going to get, in my opinion.
Uh-huh. Seattle and Miami. Seattle is giving 5.5 points to Miami.
They should just call that one in.
But
Seattle's gonna
Miami,
destroy them, I think.
sometimes at home they can surprise you. They did.
That's true. That's true.
They did it with the Patriots.
I think we're looking at the MVP at this point right now with Seattle there.
Arizona is giving 3 points to Carolina in Carolina. I thought that was highly suspect. I think that's Teddy Bridgewater's team.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Yeah, I'll go Carolina.
I talked him into it. See, Rams. The Rams giving 13.5 points to the Giants at home. It's probably not enough.
I think the Rams are going to actually cover that. I'll give them that much.
I know, that's what I was thinking. They're due for a good game or a big win.
It's an empty game. It's like eating a head of iceberg lettuce.
Okay, you're going to have to finish. I'm going to have to go
Is that,
to my office
that's the
for a
Rams
second.
at home?
Do you know where that game's being played, Chabdog? Is it L.A. or? Yeah, they're home. Rams are home.
Oh, that's an amazing stadium. I haven't seen it in person. But
Yeah, on TV it looks pretty impressive.
Yeah. It's actually like dug into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
Brady just got pick-sixed, and he was in the red zone, too. Boy, Chargers are looking better all the time. He just gave the finger to somebody in the audience. Malcolm Davis, you see that? You got that on your red zone? Ooh,
let's see.
Pick six. Oh, yeah. He's just watching Brady's eyes the whole time, too. So Mac
If the
Davis,
Vikings just scored, and of course, what else they got here?
all right, so,
No, I don't see it.
well, that was a good play.
What did he? Patriots, Chiefs. I'm going to take. I got to take the Chiefs. It's at home.
Yeah, we're not sure when this is. Well, the Patriots were 10.5 before COVID, so I think that probably this game's more ranked. Even at 17.5, I'd take Kansas City, but at 10.5, you're safe there. We got the Colts.
One of the games one of the games on my picks this week is the Falcons Packers.
It's Monday night.
Monday night. So that's like, I think I picked the Packers, but I would not be surprised if the Falcons somehow finally put something together. But then again,
I don't see them doing it on Monday night, and I don't see them doing it against the Packers, especially not
weird team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Packers just don't seem to be. They're great and they're always good, but they're just not perfect. I don't know. Maybe the Falcons might have some kind of something go their way.
Yeah, you got Aaron Rodgers playing extremely well, and and the coach is playing mediocre in Dallas.
Yeah,
the former coach. So, and I think that's liberating Rodgers to play and the team to play even better. Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll.
That was. I go Packers there, but
Packers.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Uh-huh. How about this is a game we had trouble picking earlier. Philadelphia and San Francisco, and the Niners are a 7.5 point favorite. But both teams are weak for different
reasons. The Niners
reasons.
were a little stumbling out there, but I don't know. Well, Philadelphia's got Foles, right? Or no, he's somewhere else. Never mind. I'm thinking of the other guys. Yeah, I would.
Philadelphia's coming off tying the Bengals last week. Oh boy! So they have that stench. They've got that. They stink. There's like rotting flesh.
The guy had
horrible
a
stench you can't get rid of.
about 64, 65-yard field goal. He could have kicked, at least tried, and they decided to punt.
Yep.
And just settle for the tie.
I know. They played for a tie. Bunch of wieners.
Nah,
I might
Eagles,
win them the NFC
Eagles
East
lose.
too, by the way. But yeah.
Eagles lose again.
If the Reds or if the Washington team and the Giants and Dallas lose, then the Eagles can throw this game too. It's not a big deal. And they probably that's a likely outcome. So if they win, I think they'll take sole possession of the NFC East.
Yeah, it's going to be destiny. Didn't they have a losing record last year, or was it they were 500, I guess, last year, the division winner?
Yeah.
It might be below 500 this year.
Such a bad division.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Brady's going to try it again.
I think we can.
I'm a little shocked by that.
The pick six?
Yeah, he must have misread something, or maybe the receiver screwed up. I don't know.
No, the defender was looking at Brady's eyes the whole time.
So Brady just locked in on somebody, and
in double coverage, so that gave one of the defenders the opportunity to just focus on Brady and bang.
Is that just getting old? You know, your reactions are not as what they were, and
you see things that aren't there. Yes. We got a defender, somebody on special teams.
Yeah, if this keeps
here,
up, so might be towards he might not. Who knows how many
42-7 and
years left he has.
Oh, he should have retired last year.
Yeah, because that's just not good. It's unacceptable.
Yeah, this isn't good for the TB12 brand, though. So
no,
how's he going to salvage that? Like, I really want to buy a brand when I see a guy failing using it.
Yeah, most of the times with quarterbacks that don't want to admit it's time to retire, you pay the price. It doesn't end well usually. I can think of a few quarterbacks that went out on top, which is always the way to go, but it doesn't happen that often.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey Brian, I just read a story today that'd be breaking on Sports Rock because it's very rock. Tommy Lee.
Yeah.
And so he's back in rehab, and he admits that up until he went recently, he was drinking 2 gallons of vodka a day.
Oh, yeah.
2 gallons.
2 gallons, yeah.
A day. Not just one day.
Who was that?
Tommy Lee.
Tommy?
He's
Wild
for
man.
Metallica.
Don't know him. Oh.
I remember it was somebody asked a trivia question one time and it said about if you could come back as a rock star, who would you come back as? And I said, kind of tongue-in-cheek, maybe Tommy Lee. He's been married to a couple of really hot girls and he parties all the time.
I think I'd go Keith Richards.
Yeah.
Because why? Because he did all those drugs.
Yeah, and he's still alive. Look at his dude's longevity. I mean, he got to do all that and live.
Well, they're all still alive, right? All
yeah.
those Rolling Stones.
They're still touring.
It's amazing.
Dinosaurs of rock and roll.
Well, 4 of the 5 original members are still alive.
I'm gonna pay a freaking premium to see him.
Yeah, a lot of those old rockers are. More power to them.
Yeah, well, I think I went to their farewell concert in 1979 or something like that. But turns out
that was a joke.
A joke.
Yeah, farewell.
It sure fooled me.
Farewell for 30 years. Yeah.
So, Brian, we could talk some baseball. Are you happy about the Dodgers?
Yeah, I think the Dodgers might finally do something. I'm not a big Dodger fan, but they're the local team, so it'd be nice for them to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, again.
We got official breaking news that yes, the game, New England game, will be on tomorrow night. Will be a doubleheader on CBS. I just came over the ticker. Sorry to break in.
No, that's the latest I read. So I know that Steeler game was up and down, and then they turned around and said, "Nah, we're just gonna."
Yeah, that's
completely.
Definitely
got too many people sick. Yeah,
too many Titans falling right and left. Well, let's hope that they're back. They're back for next week. I mean, I don't know if
that's true. Huh?
That could be wishful
and of course,
but
of course, I don't know if you guys got into the president there.
Yeah, and
only briefly.
He may be back on track next week, but that's because he's getting the best drugs known to man, right?
Hopefully. I mean, there's speculation. We don't know but if I would love nothing more for him to walk back in tomorrow.
I know, but that has.
He's got to be at least a minimum of 5 days with that therapy he's doing.
Yeah, he's got to take that thing 5 times.
You still won't be able
right?
to come in contact with anybody.
Yeah. But I don't wish any bad on anybody, of course, and it's not a good thing.
No.
But maybe a wake up call for him. I don't know. It's hard to say with him.
Well, for sure he's going to come out and say that he kicked its ass and that he had the best immune system ever.
Now he's part of
the best response
and
to
now
the drugs.
Now he's part of the herd.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's part of the herd.
Yeah, no, I mean it could just work to his advantage. I don't know.
Well, I'll try.
That's possible, and it could help some. Yeah. But I don't know.
Of course, we have people freaking out because they weren't told that his blood oxygen was dropping or something, right?
Yeah. It's from what one doctor on one of the news channels, from what he heard, he said, if they were giving him some oxygen and they were reporting that there was a drop, that means that virus was coming in hard and fast. But he might have been saved by that early treatment that he got.
Yeah.
That's very interesting speculation.
And he said he'd never heard of anybody getting both of those things, that they gave him one experimental drug that's not even approved yet.
I can just see him being like, give me whatever the hell you have.
Exactly. That's what he said. He goes, I don't think the doctor would have recommended it. He goes, who knows?
I want the
Patient
mega
said,
dose.
I need it. Give it to me.
The mega
I'm the
dose,
president.
not the mega dose. The mega dose.
Well, you'd already finished the Clorox treatment and that didn't stop it yet. Clorox wasn't working.
That was a good line, actually. Biden threw that in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he was waiting for the right moment to throw that in. So did you hear it? Did you listen to any of the debate that we recorded?
Or even the debate itself?
Well, I watched the debate.
Yeah, you watched it.
My wife was having a hard time, but she's okay now. But
well, how so?
I didn't catch parts. I didn't get to listen to the whole recording, you guys.
Oh, I've listened to it a couple of times. I enjoyed that. I know a lot of people thought it was terrible, but I enjoyed the rawness of it.
It was. We couldn't even talk. I mean, there was no... In the previous debate, when they were doing for the Democrats, at least there was time to talk in between. There was no in between in this one. It was just 3 hours. No commercials. Just 3 hours is bang.
Yeah.
Like one of those WWE openings that they used to have,
Yeah,
but I think it's the type of thing that if you listen to it a few times, for me it's better the third time. I don't know why, but the first time it is a little bit off-putting because it's
jarring.
There's so much rancor and people are just at each other's throats the whole time.
Well, the one thing
I heard that one of Trump's people even had suggested that Trump go that way on purpose to kind of shake Joe.
I think the one thing that I
Joe
saw...
has a stuttering problem. Yeah.
I thought he handled the stuttering pretty well. Because, I mean, and we all... I don't hear... And nobody seems to make an issue of it, which is right. Because I think we all give him a pass. Because if he has stuttering problems, you can hardly hear it now. Good for Joe.
People mix that up with its age.
Well,
but he handled it pretty well. Shut up, man. A class.
Well, the one thing I saw that was obvious about that with their frenetic pace was that since they weren't going to do any drug testing, both of them were high on Adderall. Both of them were. Because you got to be talking over each other like that and have all these quick comebacks for these two 70-something men. Yeah, you got it. That's textbook Adderall, dude. You can see
think
it.
they were on Adderall?
Oh, hell yeah. They were both ODing on Adderall.
That's why Trump wanted to have a drug test, right?
Yeah, and they said, oh, ridiculous. They said,
oh,
no, drug test, I'm taking it. Yeah, so Trump's taking it too.
Biden definitely seemed like he was more with it, more up for it than a lot of the other things.
He was not relaxed. Neither of them were relaxed, and you're not relaxed if you're taking a high dose of Adderall. And your mind is acute. You can come back with stuff like that. Mm-hmm. They both came back like that. Like that's not like overly fast.
Yeah.
They were talking on top of each other. They were coming up with one-liners so good.
Trump was doing that all over the place.
Yeah. I think he probably took obviously he took more Adderall because he's a bigger guy. He took the biggest dose of Adderall.
I've taken it. Have you taken it before?
Oh, yeah.
I really don't like it. It's because it makes me kind of hyper. It gives me a headache.
Oh, it calms me down actually, but
I feel like it makes me hyper.
Well, that's more
baseball
normal
there, I was
reaction.
surprised at Florida there.
What's that?
What about Florida?
Baseball, I was surprised at the Marlins there.
Oh, the Marlins. Yeah, Frank was getting. Maybe you can be more coherent than Frank was because he was going nuts about the Marlins earlier.
Well, look, I said they got Jeter running the show there, and he knows what he's doing, and they got some pitching.
Yeah.
That's all you need is you just need some good pitching and a little bit of hitting.
And the right timing, too. I mean, Frank's was that if this was July, they'd lose 15 games. But it's not
yeah, I guess you could say that, but they've shown they can shut teams down. They certainly handle the Cubs, who were overrated. So now they got
to say the Rays and Dodgers are World Series. What do you think?
Oh, you think the Rays and the Dodgers?
The Dodgers have to get past the Padres first. That's not going to be an easy measure.
The Padres, they always play the Dodgers tough, don't they?
No, the Padres are usually the Dodgers bitch, but now.
No, I think that there have been
Padres are
quite a
actually good
few.
this year.
The Padres can frustrate the Dodgers for some reason, and they get up for those games.
They do get up for those games, though. That's
So
dangerous.
I'm rooting for the Padres, but I don't know if that's realistic. Who do the Dodgers? Who are their shutdown pitchers besides Bueller? Who else do they have? They have Kershaw, and then.
Well, for starters,
and the relief pitchers.
The relief pitchers are pretty
doing well
good
this year.
Yeah, the new guy
is Jansen having a good year?
Yeah, he's not.
Jansen, he came back this year.
Yeah, the other guy though, they got a new guy. I don't remember his name either.
Yeah, who is that guy?
He's better fill-in for Jensen right now because Carly's is just not Carly's might be good for small, a couple outs, but I wouldn't throw him in for 2 innings anymore.
And
everybody was talking about Bob Gibson the other day, and I posted up some of that. What he did in 1968 was just like off the charts.
Yeah, he was ridiculously good in 1968, wasn't he?
Yeah. They said he had 34 starts, 28 complete games, never replaced with a pitcher. Every time those games, he was replaced by a pinch hitter.
Oh, and what was his record?
It was only 22-9 because the Cardinals' hitting was pathetic that year.
But his ERA was ridiculous. It was under two runs a game, right? Under
1.12.
That's
38 earned runs and 38 starts.
Like the second medical injury guy getting off a cart twice in a row. This game was just like died.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, the interesting thing about that team was they didn't win the World Series, did they?
They lost
got
the
stopped
great series there, yeah. Detroit.
By the Detroit Tigers and Mickey Lolich.
Yep.
He had a great series, Mickey Lolich.
I think Gibson won his first 2 starts in the series, then lost the 7th game to Lolich.
Yeah. Well, it's too bad. We've lost some people in the last few months in the sports world. Who else? Somebody else died recently. Lou Brock.
Fever.
Lou Brock. Yeah. Yeah, that's too bad. Well, just that will not stop, will it? So yeah, you like the Rays to beat the Yankees? That's interesting. Yankees have really been showing a lot of hitting, but the Rays have the pitching that does sometimes shut them down, huh?
Yeah, I just like what I see there. I'm just gonna, just like I said, just out on a limb. I'm gonna say a Rays Dodgers World Series. we'll see.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. And the Dodgers just can't get out of their own way in these playoffs.
Yeah, the thing is, it could well be the Rays that win the World Series.
Yeah, so
Poor Dodgers.
I was telling Eric that you could see the Rays win it, and then Tampa Bay has hockey and baseball at the same time, and who knows what about football?
Yeah, there were some people picking Tampa Bay to go to the Super Bowl this year.
I was one
Really
of them. So. But they're not looking that good right now.
No. Somebody pointed out that Gronk hasn't scored a touchdown yet.
Yeah, Gronk. Did you get the commercial I sent you for Gronk? We got a funny commercial. I sent you one for Gronk.
Who, me?
Yeah, I sent you one. Let's play that Gronk commercial. That's pretty funny.
It'll take me a moment to find it. So
it's the. Have you heard this? It's for the manscaping product.
I think so. I know he was advertising CBD on the radio.
Yeah, he does a lot of different things. He does, of course, he did all those Tide commercials.
You ever do chunky soup with his mom?
Gronk did chunky soup?
I'm asking.
I don't know. We're trying to find the Gronk thing that I sent him. This was sent to you probably. This is a few days ago. Okay. So it's at the way it's at the beginning. I email Eric the clips, and then
you actually send them over Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, set Facebook. I mean,
so it was before this conversation. Okay, so I didn't go look before this one. That's a YouTube.
Darn.
Chargers up 14-7.
Excuse me.
Is it over? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I thought I sent it over after that stuff, but
no, that's last week's show there. So
yeah, it's got to be.
See,
after
you're
that.
hallucinating. You did not send it. I would have remembered that. Unless you
go.
sent it a different
Bills
way.
Raiders later. They're gonna go for those Bills.
It's after that.
I sent that to you.
Yeah.
Mr. Tough Guy.
Yeah. Yeah, keep going.
Attachment unavailable. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh. Maybe you could get it off of YouTube then. I don't know.
I don't remember what we're looking for.
Dude, Gronk.
Yeah, great radio.
Gronk manscaping.
Oh, Gronk manscaping, sure.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Gronk manscaping commercial.
That's got to have a big hit.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
All right.
Babe, have you seen my balls?
Rob can't find his balls. They're behind your overgrown shaggy bush, my love.
It's so thick and bushy. I can't see them.
Ew. If your bush is overgrown, it's time to trim your hedge with the Manscaped lawnmower.
That looks dangerous.
The Manscaped lawnmower features skin-safe technology to reduce cuts, nicks, and snags
Is that gas?
when trimming
Is
your
it
sensitive
gas-powered?
parts.
Oh, this feels great.
And it's waterproof, so you can trim the hedges, rain or shine.
Thanks, babe.
There's a reason why over 1 million men trust Manscaped. Order your lawnmower now at manscaped.com.
1 million
And
guys
for a
have
limited
that.
time, get a free pair of Manscaped boxers, free shipping, and a free shed travel bag.
Sweet sassy molassie. I found my balls.
That's great. I knew you would find them in there somewhere. Gentle on the balls, babe.
Gronk let him wait for that commercial, I think.
Yeah, maybe that was in his year off there when he was really taking it easy
Yeah.
and healing.
That was
Good for
cute.
Gronk.
That was cute.
That was very cute.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, after I finish shaving my pussy, I'll
That looks
shave
like the
my
same
balls.
kind of
Thank
thing
you.
that I use for my goatee. I mean,
Thanks, but no-
I don't think I need to use a different one.
Yeah, you just need the dildo put in. Oh yeah, use the same one. That's right. Hey, why not? I mean, hey, whatever you do,
That's not. It's like not something.
I don't want
it's
to know.
not something we talk about a lot.
I don't
on
want to
here.
know about it, even if it's true. I
Yeah.
don't want to know about it. No way.
All right,
hilarious.
now we're watching race car drivers wearing masks, of
Yep.
course.
Like they're racing at Talladega. So they must be playing the
I
anthem.
really.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Oh, man.
This must be in the South.
Yeah. I don't see any yarmulkes, do you?
Well, there could have been a Jewish race car driver here.
I wish
right?
there were. I mean, you're right. There must be somewhere, but
I wouldn't say we specialize in that.
no. But you provided the money and the booze to be
Mm.
hauled.
We probably owned a few racing teams.
Bet you did. Yeah, contributed.
Mm.
You know, it's just back to divisional labor.
Wow, these guys have scarves that are almost as nice as Nancy Pelosi's.
Yeah, but their uniforms are way better than Pelosi's.
They go really well with their
See, their tints are
uniforms.
real here.
What are we watching? What is this? The Talladega 500 or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Let me back to football. We see because football's on a commercial, so.
Brian, this was Sam Peckinpah. The theme of this show is Play It Again, Sam. Going through Sam Peckinpah movies. Do you have a favorite Peckinpah movie? Do you know who you know who I'm talking about?
The director, Sam Peckinpah?
Yeah, I know. It's
Wild
familiar.
Bunch.
We got clips from a few of the. We got a clip from the Getaway. You want to hear that one?
Quincy
Yeah,
Jones
sure.
did the soundtrack here.
I can't think of any one particular movie that I would pick over another.
This is where he's shooting the shit out of this car. Police car.
Sheriff's car.
Kick him over. Now lay down that gutter. In the gutter.
Why does he have the bag over the back of the gun like that?
Because he just had it in a. He was carrying it like curtain rods. He had it disguised.
Now he's blowing the smithereens out of his cop car so it can't go anywhere.
This is the radiator. Elder McGraw looks a little concerned.
Cops are lying on the ground.
Boom! Keep my head down too. He
Now,
looked
now
down,
the
gas
car's
is on fire.
Oh my god, the car's
Yeah,
about
it
to
ain't going
blow
nowhere.
up.
Yeah, there's- no, that's completely disabled. Oh,
And then
oh
she
God.
starts driving the car before he can get in.
reverse.
He gets pissed off.
Yeah.
What the hell's the matter with you?
He slapped her around.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
from another part of the movie. Though.
That's after they stopped the car.
It was way earlier.
Oh, was it earlier?
Oh. Well, there's a history of violence between this couple. Steve McQueen solves his problems by hitting women in this movie. Well, the
Boy.
actor. I mean, the character does. Not Steve
Mm.
McQueen.
Yeah, you can't blame it on him.
No, I never know. He's not known to hit women. I don't think so.
But it is kind of weird. This part, I think, was just kind of irrelevant.
The great
Yeah.
Steve McQueen and the Getaway.
Mm-hmm. And back to the game. We've got the Chargers.
First down. Ooh, and another 15 yards. On a soft call.
Tampa
though.
Bay is
Look
just
at it. What? Me? I'm
racking
getting
up
them
the penalties.
Gee, Justin Herbert.
Baltimore is up 14-0 on the Redskins.
There we go.
Oh, Peckinpah did the Wild Bunch. That was
Yes.
Yeah, Wild Bunch.
Oh, we got a Wild Bunch. We got a Wild Bunch clip. That's good.
Oh, yeah, we do. We do.
Yeah. I love this movie.
This is with Struther Martin from Up in Smoke. Voice.
Yeah, you thought the debate was a lot of yelling and screaming. Look at this.
You don't tell me I shot this one. Look at the size of that hole. You just dig out that bullet and see if it ain't my own six. What the hell do you know I shot it? Oh, you claim the whole thing when you see.
They're fighting over the rights to one of the dead men.
Bounty hunters.
Robert Ryan's walking around looking at these guys, thinking, "How did I get mixed up with them?"
Yeah.
You stupid damn fools! Why did you shoot this employee and let the others get away? Why did you shoot that employee? My first shot killed this man right here. Liar!
He shoots that employee full of holes. Why, I was dropping this band. And them others too. Why, I must have killed all three of them.
You must have killed all three of them. What do you think you did? I found that three while you spot. Liar! Black liar!
It's just like the debate.
In your face.
I'm sorry. Come on, TC. Help me get his boots.
Yeah, that was never the debate, unfortunately.
Yeah, nobody said they're sorry.
They knock over Chris Wallace and they take his boots. President, the vice
You
president.
better plan your massacre more carefully, or I'll start with you.
Why didn't you kill Pike when you had the chance?
Yes, we shall gather at the river.
Bo Hopkins.
Hey!
That's a sad scene. He shoots him in the back.
Hey, stop!
Oh, well.
Feathers flew like a turkey. Well, they shouldn't have run. They shouldn't have run. Sing!
He got shot pretty good there. But he survived. He didn't die immediately.
Well, how'd you like to kiss my sister's black cat's ass?
He had him fooled. So he slides down and they think, oh, he's dead.
He's dead. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
sure.
he's dead. Come on in, boys. He's dead. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Pump another couple of shots in him. Yeah, but the best scene in that movie was at the end when the bloody porch scene, where five of them kill about 150 Mexicans before they finally capitulate.
Oh, with the Gatling gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got control of that thing and went nuts.
That was a very famous scene, famous movie for that very scene in film history.
Mm-hmm.
Teach it in film class.
All right, well, we've got...
Here's how you murder a bunch of people at once. Another injury.
Should we do an update of the NFL games?
Look, he's wearing a yarmulke.
What's a foot? What? That's it's an African hat or something.
Well, now he's changed.
It's like
now he's put on.
What is that? That's like a Jim Brown football hat.
Yeah, it is.
It kind of looks
Nation
like
of Islam stuff.
the Africa hats that Jim Brown liked to wear.
Yeah, which were inspired by the.
Let's say 14-14 New Orleans, Detroit now.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so there's some.
All right,
some movement there.
sanity
is
being restored to the NFL here.
Yeah.
And Tampa Bay is still
10-3 Vikings. 10-3 Vikings.
Vikings? You can't trust them though. They were up big.
No.
They were up big on Tennessee last week, and they blew that. Remember?
Yep. But 10-6 Seattle, Miami.
Miami's kind of hanging around.
Gardner Minshew 7 for 10, 83 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah,
Minshew mania.
He's the guy that I can never remember to pick.
They will beat
count
Cincinnati
on.
today. And they are right now 7-3.
Went to commercial.
Cleveland and Dallas
14 all.
Hanging around. Cleveland is not going away.
Yeah.
They're only a 4-point dog, so things can still work out fine in this game.
But
I wouldn't expect Cleveland to be a pushover.
Dallas, yeah, they're not.
Dallas going to have to work for it.
But they know they can still win.
Dallas need another one onside kick.
Yeah, that's all. Hey. Well, this time.
That's their whole season right there so far is an onside kick.
Mm-hmm. That was clever. I mean, that they had Atlanta. It was like a Jedi, mind trick.
Yeah.
Onside kick.
I know they were making that comment. They go, "Why is he laying it on the ground at first?
Yeah.
No tee." That was weird. Yeah. And then the Atlanta guys were acting like they had to wait till it went 10 yards or something.
Oh, you're talking about the onside kick?
Yeah. Whereas they can engage the ball anywhere on the field. They don't have to do it. Got to travel 10 yards. That's absolutely.
Yeah, it's like they were waiting for it.
Everybody
too.
knows
Like,
that.
What are you guys doing?
Well, but that's what I'm saying. It was
How-
a Jedi
how did
mind.
they-
Everybody knows that, but they forgot it. It was a Jedi mind
How
trick.
could they not remember that?
Jedi mind trick. I just told you. You didn't see Star Wars. You don't know.
Yeah,
he doesn't know what we're talking about.
I don't remember all the Star Wars.
These
inside
aren't the
jokes.
drones you're looking for, Chab Dog.
They could play
Move on your
tricks
way.
on their mind.
It's a famous. That's
Mm.
Alec Guinness. There, one of the greatest actors of all time.
Not Alex Karras, Alec Guinness.
Yeah, Alec with a C, not an X as well.
Alex
Alex Karras doing that. Yeah.
How about a combination of Alex Karras and Alec Guinness? That would be funny.
That would be funny.
Those tricks don't work on Mongo.
Yeah.
Mongo like candy. Mongo, respect Chef Bart. Chef Bart, the only man that ever whipped Mongo.
Mongo moving along.
Only pawn in game of life.
Mongo like pawn in the game of life.
He's smarter than that.
Mm-hmm. What about? Oh, we didn't talk about the subject that Eric hates to discuss: the NBA Finals. Have you watched any of that?
Oh, yeah, I caught the highlights of the first two games. I'm going to start watching... Well, I'll definitely watch Game 4.
Why, just
assuming it's going to be the final.
Just to see the coronation?
Yep.
Yeah.
Put an asterisk next to it. It's not going to... It doesn't count.
Watching the big guys beat up on the little guys.
Yeah.
It's just so unfair. Yeah.
Never a fan of LeBron, but he's on my team, so
yeah.
I gotta root for him.
You gotta like him.
So Arizona now has fought back. Now it is 14-6 against the Cardinals. The Cardinals were up 14-0, but Atlanta has fought back.
You mean Carolina was up 14-6?
Oh, Carolina. Yeah. Carolina. Yeah, Arizona versus Carolina. And Cleveland has now gone up on Dallas 21-14.
I knew I shouldn't have picked Dallas, man. To cover that?
They're going to fight. Same with Arizona. They're going to fight. They'll beat Carolina.
It's just people don't really realize how that defense is kind of weak. Dallas's defense.
Yeah, it's Houston. I can't figure. How is Minnesota up 10-3 over Houston?
I don't know. Minnesota always had a pretty decent defense, though. If they can just score points, they can win games.
Seattle is up.
Chargers are hanging on 14-7 over the Bucks.
Well, yeah, they're driving right now, actually.
They look better than hanging on. Yeah, they've actually had the game
If
under
their
control.
quarterback can get his act together and figure this out, then the Bucks could be in big trouble.
And
they just got another first down.
Oh, they're almost. Yeah, they're midfield now. No, they're not. They're all on 20.
What has happened with Brady in this game? Have you been paying attention? Besides the interception, I guess he's just not
ineffective.
Really, he's just not really on.
No,
he's like 10 out of 15. Kind of pedestrian.
Not bad. Hitting a lot of short passes, and that's what he does. But when you make mistakes like that, it can be deadly.
Yep.
They're showing Detroit just scored a touchdown.
Oh, that's quarterback keeper.
That didn't fool anybody.
No, except me.
No, they're showing the highlights here. No,
Detroit?
That was earlier. Okay.
Yeah, so Arizona is 14-7. The Cardinals have converted. Was it Thomas touchdown reception? Joe Burrow 9 of 13, 115 yards, but one interception.
Yeah, he's got to get rid of these interceptions.
He's so young.
Oh!
Touchdown.
They just did it.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, man. Another one.
Chargers 21. Tampa
Bay is looking pretty sick right now.
7. They're on life. Yeah. Get in the wheel in the oxygen.
I don't know. I'm still in shock that he can't make this work.
Were you on oxygen yesterday?
Yeah.
Tom Brady?
I had a drop in my
Was Tom Brady on oxygen
levels.
yesterday? Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
Brian, are you on all these tuning into these Facebook sites that are like Democrat oriented? Are you seeing a lot of?
I see people share on my timeline. Friends of mine.
Like a lot
share
of
some of that
stuff,
but I'm not following any.
Is it in bad taste, or are people kind of not doing that?
Oh, it runs the whole gamut.
You see some things that are pretty
it runs
bad.
the whole gamut. And there's some things pretty messed up, and then there's just old face trash, and
Yeah, it just seems like it'd be very, very, very bad karma to ever, if somebody comes down with this, to ever wish them, if you start wishing them badly.
Oh yeah. That's
something bad's going to happen to you.
Both ways. karma goes both ways. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I put a post up because I'd been hard on him this whole time, and I said, I'm not evil. I'm not going to wish any harm or anything on anybody, and I was praying for her and the staff, and it's bad enough. I have to go through this, but
and then you said,
pretty much put it out there.
Then you said, Donald, please get better soon so I can continue bashing you.
Yeah, there you go.
On a daily
how long do you have
basis.
to wait? How long do you have to wait till it's okay to start hitting them again?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Biden had to pull his negative ads, I think.
So they say, but I've also heard they're still playing. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, he supposed had that. I mean, some of them still.
Did we go
attack,
over?
if you will? But
It's okay. He can run his ads. I
going
mean,
over
it's
the
the campaign election day was a month yesterday, so I mean, let him run whatever he wants. It's
Yeah,
not a big
I mean-
deal. I mean, the president's not dead. He's got, whatever. He can do what he wants.
yeah, we're right down in the line. But Biden's never really. I mean, he hasn't been cruel like the Trump campaign sometimes can be.
I've seen both sides be cruel.
Well,
But they're fine. I mean,
just
I
think
can't
that-
believe there's anyone undecided out there who's voting. So,
there might be. You just don't know.
well, the
There's
polls,
got to be a
the
small
polls say
percentage. I'm thinking.
He might be Biden, Trump, Biden, Trump, Biden, Trump.
very small.
Yeah, there's a small percentage. It's got to be insignificant because it's like,
Well,
from everything I've seen and read, you're basically pretty much either left or right.
Yeah, it's very polarized.
Coming down to.
are we going to do do anything for the vice presidential one?
Well, I'm available for that. Yeah, I'd love to. That one we can probably do some commentary on.
Yeah, because they might actually have breathing space there.
Oh, the vice president. Yeah, that was one thing I wondered. My son was going, why do those guys even bother to debate?
Well,
They're not running.
yeah, he knows that they have had situations where the vice president does need to step in.
Yeah, exactly.
It
So
could
you want to kind
happen.
of know where your number two stands.
Yeah.
I threw out that bizarre what if something did happen to Donald, would the right still be okay with a guy like Pence and the rest of the the rest of the same old conservatives?
Yeah.
So I know Trump is the only reason that a lot of these people are all gung ho on the Republican side.
Who normally wouldn't be Republicans, you mean? They're just part of the...
They'd still be your conservatives, maybe, but
Uh-huh.
Trump himself has turned a lot of them into ultra conservatives or ultra right wing.
And you don't think there are people out there that would vote for Pence that wouldn't vote for Trump?
Basically, my question was, will you be okay with it? I mean,
Yeah.
he won't give you that excitement
Yeah.
that Trump does.
Oh, no, he doesn't have the Trump persona. If you were voting Trump because you like the Trump persona and you're not even Republican, I'm sure there's a group of them out there, too, that, Pence will just not be able to do it for you. But then Biden won't do it for you either, so it's...
That's true,
Well-
too. I mean, both of those guys have been as boring as contestants we've ever seen, Bob.
Yeah. I think Pence represents a better choice, a better path out of this place that we find ourselves in.
Yeah, like I said,
He's not
I
as,
think I might even lean
doesn't
toward a guy like
divide
Pence
people as
versus
much.
this crazy Trump person.
Well, that's all Biden had to do is
crazy,
just say, "I'm not Trump." A vote for me is a vote for normalcy. A vote for me is a vote for the press. Talking normally again, and all this Twitter stuff goes away, and politics takes a much smaller piece of your day. And that was a good message. And if it wasn't eaten up, if it was Joe Biden in a normal year with his normal centrist Democratic leanings, which we all used to rely upon, I think he'd have a really good shot. But the Marxists in the party and the extremists and the Antifas and the paraders, they're the ones that they want. They got the message, and now it's pitting that extreme message. Whereas they could have brought it. I would have been happy having Biden just a nice, calm day, and your parents be happy, and my parents be happy, and we could just move on.
Well, that's not the world we live in.
That is not the world we live in, no.
We're gonna have to go. We ran over here, and
been a good time running over though.
Yeah, it was interesting discussion, and plenty of interesting sports left for the rest of the day. So
let's run down the scores here one more time.
Yeah.
Baltimore is now up only 14-7 versus Washington. As we just mentioned a moment ago, the Chargers are up 21-7 over Tampa. Seattle's still 10-6 over Miami. That score hasn't changed in a while. Minnesota's now extended their lead to 17-3 against Houston. The New Orleans Saints have now, for the first time in the game, taken a lead. Scored 21 unanswered points against the Detroit Lions.
This is shocking. Dallas is getting killed at home.
Yeah, but then also Cleveland has scored 14 unanswered points, is now up 28-14. Jacksonville still 10-3 over Cincinnati at the 2-minute warning. And we've got Carolina in the red zone against Arizona.
All right, Carolina.
14-7.
So I won some and I lost some.
They're also
losing more than I won.
2-minute warning.
Okay.
That's your football update.
Well, thank you for that update, Eric. And we're going to sign off for this week, and we'll see you next week, okay? Thanks for calling in, Brian, and hope you have a great week. A lot of fun talking to you.
You guys too. Yeah.
And thank you to Frank Fleming, Sports Encyclopedia. All right, stay safe, everybody.
So, Chapdog, we end with Carly Simon or Convoy.
Oh, well, we already heard Convoy, but
we heard clips of the Convoy. This is all the music, though. It's just the music
let's
here.
play Convoy. I like that song.
Yeah, let's head out with Carly Simon.
It's a little more upbeat.
Yeah, let's go upbeat.
10-4, Rubber Ducky.
Yeah, it's Big 10-4.
Breaker.
Yes.
United Artists. Oh, Transamerica.
I know.
Yeah, see, the Trans
Remember the Transamerica Tower?
Yeah. It was
I think
all
it's
these
still there.
angles and everything.
It's
Yeah,
still there.
For all those people. 58 different kinds.
I got a pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
Power of the Pyramid.
There's 58 different kinds of them.
Conspiracy theories.
The power of the trans. Oh yeah, the quiet title.
Yeah, this was. I want to watch this movie and see how much of it I can take.
Movie.
I know it's hard to take, but this is good.
But the song's great. C.W. McCall. Ally McGraw. You think it's gonna be like a killer movie? Wow.
I know.
Convoy.
Chris Christopherson was all Studley. Before Heaven's Gate. Burt Young. Burt Young was pretty active in the 70s.
Widow Woman.
I don't know these other people. And Ernest Borgnine as Dirty Lyle.
Yep. Sheriff Dirty Lyle. The Mojave there somewhere. It looks like they're up by Edwards. Recognize that, Chevron?
What?
Land. That's China Lake.
Is that something I see when I'm driving back to California?
Oh, one of the routes you can, yeah.
I love that you can see how hot it is, you know?
Arizona, noon on the 7th of June when they highballed over the pass. Bulldog Mac with a cannon bag and a Jaguar hauling ass. He's
Jaguar hauling
floor, stroking bores, seat cover starting to gain. Now Beaver, you
Ally McGraw looking good with the short hair.
pull a plug on your drain.
British Racing Green.
They fall in love.
She's got all her luggage tied onto the trunk. Yeah, no trunk space. Luggage carrier. Did I get past her?
What was his big movies were, well, he's in this and Heaven's Gate. What else was he in? A few other good ones.
I don't think that good.
What else?
Coming on to it.
Yeah.
Pulls out a commercial camera with an auto winder on it. I can't believe this is Sam Peckinpah. I know it's directed by Sam Peckinpah. This must be the worst movie he's ever seen. It's not worthy of Sam Peckinpah's work. This sounds like it's out of, Sheriff Lobo.
I know, it's great.
I know, it's still great. Don't get me wrong. Oh boy.
Hey!
Son of a bitch.
She's gonna
Yeah, she burned him. Yeah, not going to be able to outrun the cop car.
Son of a bitch.
Brady couldn't connect.
Partner, you got the wrong vehicle.
What are they going to do
next
now?
game?
Fourth and
Passed me doing
5.
about 80. Then she slowed down to 40 to comb her hair. Wouldn't let me past her.
I'm citing you for 11 miles over the speed limit and reckless driving.
Hell, that's a $100 fine.
Surely is.
Hell.
Well, hell, it was worth it.
What was worth it?
That gal in the XKE doesn't have any pants on, man. I took a look down and bingo, there it was.
That ain't sexist.
There
is
what
it?
was. Didn't you hear me?
Good pussy.
She doesn't have any pants on.
He's being
Look at her.
very tactful.
She's just waiting there.
She's waiting.
Oh, my God. Tampa
No
Bay just
panties
missed
or
like
anything?
a 10-yard field goal.
Nothing.
Man. Why does sports have to be so unpredictable?
I know.
I mean, that's just a gimme
I'm
field
gonna
goal.
let you off with a stern warning. You watch yourself. You hear?
Yes, sir.
He's going after her.
Yeah.
He kind of baited her, though. That's really dirty, man. What? He baited her. He baited the cop. He said, go after her. She's not wearing anything down.
Yeah, well, he had to get the attention off
but now
himself.
She pulls her over. You can just make her suck him off at gunpoint. That's horrible.
Okay, well, he got even with her.
Breaker 1-9.
Lovers. That's pretty dick. That's a total dick maneuver.
There is a huge fundraising deadline coming up for Senate Democrats, and they need your help right now if they're going to meet it.
I'm asking you to please donate now to help flip the Senate. We need to flip just 4 seats in order to take back the Senate this November.
Nate Silver's 538 confirms that Democrats can flip the Senate, but Mitch McConnell is outraising Democrats right now.
We urgently need grassroots supporters like you to help us reach this goal.
Please chip in whatever you can to help flip the Senate and defeat Mitch McConnell before the deadline, and your gift will be triple matched.